Hello? Broadway? Is that you? Hello! Welcome back or to the vlog. If you're new, there are a lot of new subscribers here, so woo! Welcome to the party! This week, we're talking Broadway. Well, technically a little off-Broadway too. But we saw 3 shows this week. I love theater, I love Broadway, and I feel so grateful that I get to go see these shows. So I thought we could break them down a little bit, and then I'll show you some behind the scenes of actually going to the shows. So first up was Moulin Rouge. This show has been open for 5 years, and I completely understand why. It is still as fresh and as vibrant as ever. Also, I promise I cut out a hole in the back of my playbill for a reason. Actually, this is the reason.
Why do you act like that?
Like what?
The way that you act, you don't see how you act while people don't want to be around you?
No.
Look how you act.
This was actually the first time I ever saw Moulin Rouge. I know. What was I waiting for? I know, but I've seen it now, so we're good to go. When I saw it, Ashley Lauren was playing Satine, who was the original Satine when the show opened on Broadway. So it was a total full circle moment. She was stunning, gorgeous, no notes. Her belt is unreal. So good. Rounding out the cast was Wayne Brady and Taye Diggs. Seeing those two do a kick line at the end of Moulin Rouge was not on my bingo card, but I'm very thankful that it got checked off. You haven't gone to see Moulin Rouge, I highly recommend it. It is still fresh and funny and heartbreaking the same way I'm sure it was when it opened. So honestly, 10 out of 10 would go again in a heartbeat. Give it to me. Next up at the Laurie Beechman Theater, I saw 35mm, which this was the first production that Half a Soul Productions produced. It is a musical by Ryan Scott Oliver with photographs by Matthew Murphy. And if you don't know the plot of the show, basically for each photo they show, there is a song that correlates with the photograph. So it's a song inspired by a photo. What's really neat is in the program, they actually put all of the photos in the program, which was really helpful. I was really inspired by this show because it was a group of peers who generally were my age, and they produced this whole event by themselves. Of course, they had sponsorships and things like that, but they rehearsed it, produced it, did everything by themselves, and it truly was so inspiring because why not create your own opportunities if you're not being invited to the table for the things you want to be invited to? Why not invite yourself to the table? So I found it really inspiring. Not to mention, it was just so well done. Ryan Scott Oliver's music is very, very difficult. Go on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen, and go and listen to this cast recording because it is extremely dissonancy. There's a lot of really tight harmonies. So this is not easy music, and they made it seem so easy. Because there were performers in the cast that were part of Equity, I couldn't take any videos of the actual performance, but I thought it would be cool to kind of relive the show through photographs, since the show is about photographs. So please enjoy my rendition of 35mm.
Coming to you live from New York City, breaking theater news. 35mm is back in New York City. We are reporting live on site at the Laurie Beachman Theater. Let's go inside. Till August 17th, you can find Half a Soul Productions performing the iconic music of Ryan Scott Oliver. Witnesses say tickets are selling fast. This is Jenna Lee Miller signing out.
Little sidebar fun fact, I actually was one of the sponsors for the program itself, so I actually got to put a little advertisement of Problem Solved by Jenna in the program. This was my first time doing like a paid ad like this, and I think it came out so cute. And it also has a 40% off coupon, which I'm gonna put in the description of this video so you can enjoy that discount as well. If you didn't know, I own a small business called Problem Solved by Jenna, theater and brand coaching for all artists. We kind of do twofold things. The first is we do everything audition related. So helping you find auditions, prep for them, find good material for them, anything audition related. And the second is all branding stuff. So how to utilize your social media to further your career, how to organize and prep so all your colors, logos, and fonts are a brand and are cohesive across all your platforms. With all that being said, you can use the code PS40 for 40% off. The show has already closed. There was only 3 performances, but please make sure to follow along Half a Soul Productions on social media because I'm sure they are going to have upcoming productions that you will not want to miss. Last but certainly not least, I saw Cabaret. First, want to talk about how the August Wilson was completely gutted and redone. Now, something that's really cool about going to the Kit Kat Club is they don't let you take any photos or videos once you are in the theater. They put this little sticker here over the camera part of your phone, so you can't take any photos or videos. You can still use your phone, but you just can't take any photos or videos. I understand why, because they have turned it into an immersive experience. You walk in and you feel like you are in a 1930s Kit Kat Club. Velvet, moody colors. All of the people working at the August Wilson were in these like chic coats. They were dressed to the nines. There was a pre-show performance of musicians and dancers. It was so immersive, but in a good way immersive. I will be the first to admit I'm not always a huge fan of immersive productions. I like the classic performers on the stage, audience in the audience. But with that being said, I loved how they did this. They also turned the stage into a round, and it was brilliant. They also added turntables to the stage and a lift in the center that they utilized so well throughout the entire show. Starring as Sally Bowles was Marisha Wallace, who, if you don't know, is an amazing performer. She's done Broadway, West End, she's won all of her awards, and her voice is just dynamite. It is crystal clear, and we went to a matinee. Her voice sounded crystal clear. It sounded incredible, insane. She was giving 120% at 2 p.m. in the August Wilson Theater. I have been a fan of hers for so long, and I can see why she gets cast in so many things, because she is that girl. She is that girl. And starring as the MC was the iconic, the one and only Billy Porter. He was amazing. I think he was actually born to play this role. It was so in his wheelhouse. It didn't even seem like he was acting. It just seemed like it was his personality personified on stage. Truly, truly, he was meant to play this role, and I want him to play it forever. Last week, I did a poll on the YouTube community page, and I asked you what you wanted to see. And the winning vote was behind the scenes vlogs for Broadway shows. So I'm really hoping you enjoyed this vlog this week. So many shows, so much theater. I'm feeling so inspired. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe. And if you want real-time updates, make sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Comment down which show you would want to go see the most. And with that, I will see you next week for another vlog, wishing you callbacks and contracts. Bye!